Hey yo, welcome to the channel for my Premier League predictions. Game week 12. Game week 11 was an incredible week, full of surprises, and some of the results was unimaginable. But going to this game week 12, I'm hoping to get a lot of spot on predictions. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bell. Anytime I release a video, you may be one of the first people to be notified. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into the game week 12 predictions. The first game is between Buhrs versus Tottenham Hotspur. And going to this game against Tottenham Hotspur, we all know Tottenham Hotspur this season is unbelievable. They are still unbeaten, and as I'm recording this video, they are yet to play their game against Chelsea. So going to that game, Buhrs versus Tottenham, going to that game, I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Tottenham. Tottenham 3, Wolves 1. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Arsenal versus Burnley. Arsenal in game 11 lost to Newcastle by 1-0, and Burnley also lost by 2-0. And going to this game with 12, Arsenal versus Burnley at Emirates Stadium. If Arsenal this season want to still hold a place in the top 4, even be a title challenger, this is a must-win game for Arsenal. And going to this game against Burnley, I'm expecting Arsenal to smash Burnley by 3-0. Arsenal 3, Burnley 0. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Crystal Palace versus Everton. We all know in any given day, going to this game is a mid-table clash between Everton and Crystal Palace. And going to this game in game week 12, I think Everton this season, they didn't have a good start, despite after all they are now grinding results. And Crystal Palace too, we know they win what they are supposed to win and they draw what they are supposed to draw. But going to this game, I think it will be a tough game and it will be a low scoring game. So going to this game, I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. Crystal Palace 1, Everton 1. But I will not be shocked if any of these two teams end up winning by 2-1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Manchester United versus Luton Town. We all know in game week 11, Man United won against Fulham by 1-0, and Luton Town also drew with Liverpool by 1-1. And going to this game in game week 12, it will be an incredible week. Despite Luton Town, everybody expected Luton Town to lose against Liverpool, but they surprised everybody. But even Liverpool was lucky enough to get a 1-1 draw in 9 minutes, even additional time of the game. And going to this game, Man United versus Luton Town, I will not be surprised if this game ends in a draw. But I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Man United. United 2, Luton Town 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Bournemouth versus Newcastle. We all know in game week 11, Bournemouth was smashed by Manchester City by 6-1. And going to this game against Newcastle in game week 12, I don't think it is the right time for Bournemouth to meet Newcastle. We all know Newcastle on any good day, they can score more goals. And going to this game, I'm not expecting anything less than 3. So I'm predicting a 3-0 win for Newcastle. Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 0. Moving on to the next game is between Aston Villa versus Fulham. We all know in game week 11, Aston Villa was beaten by Nottingham Forest by 2-0, which was incredible. Despite they went away, but coming back to Villa Park, I don't think they are still going to lose against Fulham. So going to this game, Aston Villa against Fulham, I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. Aston Villa 2, Fulham 1. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Brighton versus Sheffield United. We all know Brighton, they had a good start in this season, and as the league keeps going on, the form keep dipping. But going to this game against Sheffield United, a team which has been struggling since day one of this league, I don't think it's going to be anything impressive or anything massive. So going to this game, I'm predicting a win for Brighton, and I'm not expecting anything less than 2. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Brighton. Brighton 3, Sheffield United 1. Moving on to the next game is between Liverpool versus Brentford. Going to this game, Liverpool is coming from a 1-1 draw against Luton Town, which was unexpected. They were caught by surprise against Luton Town. And going to this game against Brentford in game week 12, I think Liverpool, if they still want to hold their place in the top 4 or even challenge for the title this season, this is a must-win game for Liverpool. And going to this game with Brentford, I don't think Brentford, they are going to take it easy and walk over Brentford, but it will be an interesting game to watch. So going to this game, I'm expecting Liverpool to win by 2-1. Liverpool 2, Brentford 1. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between West Ham United versus Nottingham Forest. We all know in game week 11, West Ham lost to Brentford by 3-2, and Nottingham Forest also won against Aston Villa by 2-0, which was unbelievable, unexpected. Even if going to that game, I predicted a win for Aston Villa, not knowing Nottingham Forest was going to surprise everybody. But going to this game against West Ham United too, I think the Ghanaian international Kudus Mohammed, this guy is a baller. He's now on form and even scoring. He scored against Arsenal and now against Brentford. Going to this game against Nottingham Forest, I'm expecting Kudus to score another goal. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win for West Ham United. West Ham 3, Nottingham Forest 1. Yes, moving on to the last game in game week 12, which is the game of the week, Premier League 2023-24 campaign season. Game week 12 is between Chelsea versus Manchester City. This is a big game, and going to this game, you all know the last time Chelsea won against Manchester City was in 2021 Uefa Champions League final, and since then Chelsea are not able to even win or even draw against Manchester City. Going to this game, Chelsea is coming from, their match against Tottenham Hotspur, which as I'm recording this video, they are yet to play that game, so I can give much details about that. But we all know Man City, they won against Bournemouth by 6-1, and going into this game, I think Erling Haaland will not be available for this game. But looking at this game, I think Chelsea can continue losing against Man City every year after 2021 Champions League final. Up to this time, anytime Chelsea meets Man City, they lose. And going into this game, I don't think same thing is going to happen. But I'm predicting Cole Palmer getting revenge on his former club. Cole Palmer to score 1-0. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. This is my prediction for that game. Yeah, so these are my predictions for Premier League Game Week 12 2023-24 campaign season. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, show me love, like this video. My like target for this video is just 100 likes, so please make sure you like this video and comment your predictions below. I will be much more interested in what you think about the whole predictions. Till we meet in another video, bye bye.